Hi, puppies. Hi. Hi, puppers. Yes, I see you. Stop being so loud, you two. Oh, and we're live. Hello, people. I was gonna call you beautiful viewers, but I feel like that's someone else's thing. And I don't want to steal their, thing. So, it's been a while since we last streamed Herng. Which it's been too long, that is kind of my fault. But where we left off, we are going over the transferring the verbal. Congratulations, Maddie. Now, where we left off, we are transferring the verbal morphology over into the grammar doc. And if you remember correctly, the verbal morphology, there are polarity is done through the pitch accent of the word. So if it has a high first tone, it is positive, and if it has a low first tone, it is negative, as can be seen here. So Herng and Herng. And then also the quality of an action is shown through reduplication of the first syllable minus the rhoticity and creakiness, and placing that before the first syllable. Now, there's also one other thing I wanted to add that I was actually thinking about with polarity. So, people know that in English, when you use in general English, when you use a negative on a negative, it negates the negative. So I did not see nobody. In my version of English and in most standard Englishes, that is, I saw somebody. In AAVE and some other varieties of English, it's just strengthens it. Do I seem a little sick? I don't feel sick. Well, no, that's a lie. I always feel sick, but I don't feel worse than I usually do. Is my voice sounding bad? Either way, so this in English negates the negation. But in, say, Japanese, if you negated a negation, oh god, what's a... I can't think of an example sentence. Well, in AVE, African American Vernacular English, this strengthens the negation. And I like that. And I'm trying to think of how to have both of those. So double negation. There are also two negator particles / adverbs that can be used in the first adverb. Actually, you know what? Let me insert page break there. So Oh, this should be a heading. Heading 2, and then this should be heading 3. So there are also 2 negative particles adverbs that can be used in Herng. And I'm going to make them just simple what have I been using to mark words inside of text? I haven't been using anything. Na. I'll use indentation, not indentation, italicization. Na and let's say da. I don't think dar is a word yet, so dar. Both of these have meanings on their own. Na being used for never when in a positive I'll make that heading 2. I'll add a heading 3 here. So na when used with in a positive sentence means never. No, it means always. So grab this. Oh, nope, I wanted this one. Nah, always. The villager always trades an apple. However, when used with a negative verb, it strengthens the meaning. So if we bring this down here and make this, never trades an apple. Slash never trades slash doesn't trade an apple. Really doesn't trade an apple. Just trying to hammer home that this is just strengthening that negation. So and then if we look at da, let me actually zoom in so you guys can see this easier. Dar is used to negate a negation. So and so far this is the only meaning I have for this word. I might add another one later that might be related to it, but the villager doesn't not trade apples. Now I realize that seems kind of pedantic or unnecessary to have a negator for a negator. But actually, did we discuss how yes and no are used? Because, okay. We could also use dar as a kind of word for no. If you speak German, or I think they also do this in French. Maybe. But in German, if you ask somebody something, like, can we go skiing? And they say no, and you say, we should. They can reply, no, wait, that's yes. Doch. Oh, never mind then. I was thinking... So it's kind of similar, but not equivalent. So, da is also used as a kind of word for no. If someone asks you to do something and you say no, but they ask again, da is used to reply. Have we figured out how questions work, actually? Oh wow, I just realized I don't know if we have words for well, that's a big oversight. Pronouns. Huh. I have yet to create question words. That is a fairly big oversight on my part. Where should I put questions? Maybe under variables would be the best bet. All questions are formed with a simple rising pitch at the end of a sentence, marked in writing with a question mark. Okay, that seems simple enough. So, Herng nya da Herng. Herng nya da Herng means the villager ate an apple. Herng nya da Herng means did the villager trade an apple? So that rising pitch at the end of the sentence is what turns it into a question. Which I actually quite like that. So, moving back on to da. Da is used to negate a negation. So da. Da is also used as a kind of word for no. If someone asks you to do something and you say no, but they ask again, da is used in reply. So we have a word for eat now. Oh wow, do I have a copula, don't I? To be adjectives. I could have sworn I had. Oh, yep, here it is. La. Just gonna add that in. What's a terrible idea? The whole concept of a villager Conlang, or my way too complicated ass negation system? Because the answer to both is yes, they're both terrible ideas. But, so, la, and then you. There's a fly in here, and it's driving me insane. Fa. Well, thank you for joining. If you want to leave example sentences in English that I can use to translate and make more words and grammar, there's a link below to the folder where you can check out all of these pages. And this page should be open for you to leave sentences. But, fa. this. Fanya. You. Oh, Yes, it would actually be great if they were Minecraft themed sentences in general. Yes, the phonology is in the Google Drive. And don't get mad at me for the terrible, terrible phonology system and the even worse romanization system. No, you can get mad, I just won't respond to it. Oh, shoot, copula. How is the copula going to work? Maybe instead of having copular sentence, the basic copula is la. It treats God, why am I forgetting my copula terminology? So the subject of the copula is just the subject, and the thing it's describing, it's not the object, it's not the predicate, it's the okay, the arguments of a copula. That is not what I was thinking of. Subject complement. It is the subject complement. So the subject is marked with, actually, both the subject and subject complement are marked with the active, with identical. No, maybe not with the active voice. Maybe it'd be better to do it with the passive voice. Or okay, basic copula is la, both the subject, the subject is marked with the indirect marker, and the subject complement is marked with the indirect marker, which, not the prettiest way of doing things, but it should work just fine. Who the hell is calling me? One sec, someone's calling me. Okay, I am back. Yes, that is recording my voice again. Got a call from my mother and my sister. But anyway, coming back to this thing. You are a villager. Fa ya nyan ma. Nope. Ma. There we go. So that is a stupid ass copula system, but I like it. I really quite like that. So, going back again to polarity, we've had so many sidetracks. Here we go. So, are you a villager? Vaya Herma Ladi. Are you a villager? The response to that would obviously be that I never answered how to answer questions. To answer the question, repeat the verb. Repeat the verb. If the verb is positive, it's yes. If negative, it's no. So just pulling that out from Chinese. Sell. No. Yes. Did sell. And Herng sell. No, did not sell. So, very simple question answering system. So, Ladi. Oh, no, I want this part here as well. What have I done? There we go. No, am not. Da, da, da. Then they might just reply with just saying, Ladi. Yes. In which case you finally reply with da. Maybe instead of having the numbering there, it might be more intuitive if we just do A B A B. Yeah, that seems good enough. So let's go over. So verbials, our copula sentence is the basic copula la. The subject is marked with the patient marker, and the subject complement is marked with the indirect marker. So Faya Herma Ladi. Questions are formed with a simple rising pitch at the end of a sentence, marked in writing with a question mark. So Hernya Nyada Herngi, which means these types of verbs will often have a falling then rising pitch, it seems like. And then to answer the question, repeat the verb. If the verb is positive, it's yes. If negative, it's no. Herngi. Herngi. Yes, no, did sell, did not sell. The polarity. All verbs are head initially pitched. To show negation, the pitch changes to a rising pitch. Hernya. Nyada Herngi. The villager traded an apple. Hernya Nyada Herngi. The villager did not trade an apple. There are also two negator particles, adverbs that can be used in her, na and da. Na, when used within a positive sentence, means always. However, when used with a negative verb, it strengthens the meaning. So, hernya na da na herngi. Nya da na herngi. The villager always trades an apple. Versus hernya nya da na herngi. Herngi. The villager never trades, or the villager just doesn't trade an apple. Da is used to negate a negation. So hernya na da herngi. The villager doesn't not trade apples. And da is also used as a kind of word for no. Okay. So there is that. Took a bit longer to add that than I realized, as I had left off quite a bit of stuff without realizing it. Sue. I need to come back in here and refamiliarize myself with all this at a later point, but we should probably move over the TAM stuff. So we have telic, atelic, and stative verbs. Stative verbs are the adjectival verbs, if I remember correctly. The atelic are continuative, things that continue on for a period of time, and telic are for instantaneous points, accomplishments, really. So, let's see. Go to the bottom, create a new page. Aspect. Lexical aspect. Yeah. Okay, so verbs can inherently possess one of three aspects. The stative, which are the adjectives previously mentioned. Telic verbs that have an end point I know that's not how you're meant to use semicolons, but I don't care. And a telic. And atelic. Verbs that don't have a clear end point. Now we'll just bring this table over. Oh, beautiful. Table options. Table, columns, row, cell, color. Why can't I select the okay, no, stop that. Okay, there we go. Why can't I change the things? That's the padding. Oh. Oh, there it is. Oh no, definitely not 3. 1.5. Yeah, that seems good enough. Okay, so that's the lexical aspect. And that will determine what type of aspect the verbs can take. Now moving quickly on to grammatical aspect. The oh. Grammatical aspect. Verbs can take one of two aspectual forms. The imperfective and the perfective. However, only atylic verbs can take the atylic verbs are inherently imperfective, and the perfective implies that the action is done and dusted. So let's do an atylic verb, like to eat. Eating, I think, or lying down. We'll do lying down. So the villager lies down. The villager is lying down. And then that becomes salanga. The villager was lying down. He's now up and about. So the perfective in that case signifies that the event is done with. It is no longer happening. Everything about it is in the past, or everything about it is no longer true. God, words are failing me today. Telic verbs are God, did I write this down? I did not write down the exact distinction. That is a problem. I did not write down the distinction I had in mind. It was a great distinction I had in mind. But now I cannot think of it. What about you guys? Can you think of any different meanings telic verbs might have in the imperfective versus the perfective? Because I'm trying to think of any, but I can't think of any. Atelic, we could have it become the imperfective be habitual. Actually thinking about it. So imperfect atelic verbs imply habituality. Maybe so that villager lies down regularly, the villager, and then the perfective form of that would be the villager laid down. It's no longer habitual. Oh, he's just done lying down. No, that doesn't feel right. That does not feel right. What I'm really annoyed with is I didn't write down the distinction I had in mind. Because I remember that it was a good distinction. And I can't really go back and check my videos, because I don't think I ever actually mentioned the distinction, because it's one I had after one of the streams. So, Well, now I'm stumped. Telicity. So having endpoints is a telic function. Well, I'm looking for a distinction between telic and atelic verbs in the imperfective and when marked for the perfective. And the atelic, I was just going to go for a general. The imperfective means an action ongoing and whatnot. Well, the, oh, shoot. Lies down. Perfective refers to the event as a whole. And I think I just got it. Telic verbs in the imperfective are similar and imply an ongoing action. when the imperfective are similar to a telic and imply ongoing action, but in the perfective, it is implied that the action is now completed or has been achieved. That was the distinction I was going for. Okay. That it's a very basic distinction. I don't know why I forgot it. It's found in so many languages. I'm pretty sure including, well, not English because we don't have perfective in English, but we have the word for fall, right? Yeah. Car. Car is falling. Oh, that's 강이 fall. Though this should also be in the patient voice, if I remember correctly, actually. It's so, oh, it depends on intentionality or not, right? So, let's say he did not mean to fall. He's just falling. So, Herng cardi. The villager is falling. And then what happens once he hits the bottom? He has fallen. Fell. The villager has stopped falling. This can be in the past, just happened, or sometime in the future. It is nice that I remembered because it's such a nice little succinct distinction that a lot of languages have, and it'd be weird if her didn't have it if it with the possessive, the perfective and imperfective tenses. So, lexical aspect, verbs can inherently possess one of three aspects: the dative, which are the adjectives previously mentioned, telic, verbs that have an endpoint, and atelic, verbs that don't have a clear endpoint. Verbs can take one of two aspectual forms, the imperfective and the perfective. The perfective is marked by adding la after the verb. Atelic verbs are inherently imperfective and imply an ongoing action, and the perfective refers to the event as a whole. Lies down, lies lay down. Sometimes in the future. So, how do I describe this? So, if you're talking about and what you do after the event has been completed, you so let's say it is I don't know how to describe this, so exactly what context this would be in. It's tenseless. So So let's actually use these sentences as examples. So do I have a word for after? I think I do. Oh. Ooh. Wait, is that a ooh. 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 That is just the Steve. Ooh. Just the Steve dying, getting hurt sound. So, yeah. La di. Sa ni. After the villager fell, he laid down. Or after the villager falls, he'll lay down. Or after the villager has fallen, he'll lay down. There's not much distinction between these two in English, but it's like that kind of sense. As that is what's happened in the future, and usually it requires an conjunction of some sort. So I think that will be it for today. We're coming up on the hour. We expanded our verbials quite a bit by defining the copula specifically, figuring out how questions work, asking them and answering them. We further defined polarity and added some overly complicated stuff to it, but I like that stuff, so I'm keeping it. And then we worked a bit on the grammatical aspect. So it's not a whole lot, but it is something. And if you wish to contribute to this project at all, feel free to go into the description below. I think this page is anyone with the link. Yeah. There's going to be a Google Drive folder that will have all of this here. These pages are not able to be modified, but you can leave example sentences here for me to try to translate, to create more words in grammar. And it'd be best if they were Minecraft related, but they do not have to be. And that is time up for today. So I will see you all next time, and I bid you all adieu.